Okay, this is Cinder. Her littermate brother trialed at the World Championships in France a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago. And Canada, they don't allow any dogs from Canada to trial at IFR. They do not, they have a problem with Canadians. We've tried since 2008, and every year IFR Executive Board declines us. So anyone who has a Rottweiler who lives in Canada since 2008 have not been able to trial at IFR. So this is Cinder. Her brother was at IFR this year, but he lives in the United States. So she's an Ice daughter, and she's ready for an FH. I've done all the training on her. But Diana and Carla are learning handling in tracking. Tell her to plutz and mean it. And so tell her plutz and tell her plutz, okay? And stand up. So don't move forward, okay? You're moving forward. So if you move forward, she's gonna go. You gotta be a post, okay? Plutz is plutz, okay? So in tracking, the handling, the learning curve for the handler is probably as high as the learning curve for the dog. Okay, so this dog knows how to track. So what we're doing is, on this video, I'm showing Diana how to handle the line with the dog. So with this dog, same thing, she loves tracking, she's a super tracker, you can see she wants to go. So with this dog, I would just put the line under her front leg, just put it under.
Plutz.
Okay, and put it under, put it under, Plutz. Quick, put it on, stand up. Okay, you got stopped. You got to stand up. Okay, stand up. Feed it out. Don't move. You can't move from that start line. Okay, so don't pull too hard, but keep steady tension. Okay, but now go with her. Okay, so you want to keep that line steady. Your job is because your connection to the dog is this line. Okay? So see how Diana's keeping her hands close to her chest so that she can control the line. Lots of people extend their arm, but then the dog's getting that extra give, and so then you don't have tight connection. She's at an article right away. She's going to come to an article. So just be aware. And there's her article, okay? So with her, she wants the handler to come to her. So what she has to do is she must look at that article. If she looks at that article, Diana can move forward. She can click and move forward. I want her to put the nose on the ground. Don't move, Diana. Okay? This dog, I want her to put her nose and not this stuff she's doing. Just put her, no! So you see, with a different handler, the dog's gonna do different reactions. Perfect. You see how she's finally putting her head down? Yes. Okay? So you're gonna take some food out of your hand, or your pocket, you're gonna have it ready, and you're going to drop it. Perfect. You don't have to click. Okay? I'm going to cross the track. You don't have to click. You wanted to stare at that article. Okay? So open it up and give her, because she's turning in a circle on you. Okay, she's going to take off. So tell her plutz. Okay? This dog likes food. Can you tell? So, yeah! So put that line under her leg, and the track goes the opposite direction. She'll find it. Tell her to sue. Okay? Feed that line out. Keep tension steady. Okay? Don't give her a pop when she hits the end. Keep that line steady. Keep the tension steady. Okay? Do you see how hard it is?
Yes.
It feels a lot different than right up on top of the dog, right?
Yes.
So keep your hands to your chest. Okay? So you can see how this dog knows how to track, so we're not working on trying to teach a dog how to track, because she's a really good tracker. So you see there's no food, and you can see how she checked back at you.
Yeah.
She's going, okay, how come I don't get any food? So here I marked a corner, so I have a flag here, okay? And so then I'm going to go 10 steps after this flag. So I have a little piece of food just before the flag. There's no food here for 10 steps. Keep tension on that line. Okay? And go with her so she can smell the food, because okay, now she's on that corner. So you run around and get even with her. Okay, so it's line, straight. Now keep that tension. There's 15 steps, and there's her article. Okay. Okay, so she's trying to get to that article, and she got to that article. So it's the same thing. So she must look at that article for you to move. Okay. She doesn't look at it, you don't move. She looks at it, you click, and you move. I want her to look at it. And you move quickly. She has to look at it. She has to click, move. She has to put her head down. Okay, this is the only way I'm going to get this dog. For the F8, she has to be, we have to clean up her articles. So this is how we're cleaning them up. Okay, perfect. So you can drop some food on it. Very nice, Diana. Really nice. So she has to look at that article. And you can also pet her. You can tell her she's a good girl. Good girl. She's off. If she takes off, it's too late. Okay? So this dog, she loves tracking, and for her, the journey is just great. And like I said on the other dog, the beginning, the journey, the ending, all should have equal value to the dog for full points. She just wants to track. So you don't give her a pop, right? And try and keep that line, your hands right against your chest. You have your one hand out a little bit. And it just gives you better control of that line. Because your job as a handler is to keep that line consistent. Tension consistent at all times. Okay, so you can see I've marked that a corner's coming up. Okay, so you can see she's going to go 10 steps now. So I have a little bit of food. You see she just found it.
Yeah.
Now there's no food. Go with her, not too much tension. Go with her. And she's coming, 10 steps after, so you can see she's just about on the corner. In fact, she's on the corner now. So I have food in every step for 10 steps, and then I have that flag, right? Now, because this is her last leg, because I only did 3 legs on this track, there's a lot more food on this last leg compared to the first 2 legs. The first leg had hardly any food. So same thing, there's an article. So I make a corner, and 15 steps after that corner, I put an article. So I want this dog to look at that, stare at that article. Okay, you can't move till she stares at it. She looks at it, you click, and you can move. So the dog's looking at the handler because she wants the handler to hurry up and get to her and give her food. right? Can you just grab that flag too as you walk by it? And then when she puts her head down, you can click and move fast. But you'll see each time you track her, she'll get better. Okay? Isn't that nice? Much better than the first leg.
Yes.
And so don't be in too much of a hurry to get down beside her.
Oh, okay.
Like, let her look at that article. Let her, you really want her to spend time, like, to not be in a hurry to leave that article. So give her a little bit more food, like the delay is too great for the food drops. Okay, so you want her to keep in, she's gone, she's lost interest in it. Say, Sue, if they take off, I'll take your flag. If they take off, that's handler, like you can't, that's okay? So get your line steady, get that tension on there, okay? Because you saw when she kind of started operating a little bit on her own.
Yes.
That's because there was no tension on the line because we were busy talking.
Oh, okay.
You got to keep that tension steady. It's like tracking is kind of like salmon fishing, right? Yeah. When you have salmon on the end of the line, you got to keep the tension exactly right or you'll lose a fish. With the dog, if there's not enough tension on the line, then the dog feels like it's on its own, and too much tension and the dog thinks it's getting a correction. Okay? So it's very rare that someone who has never trained or handled a dog can take a dog and trial with that dog and pass. It's just probably not going to happen. The learning curve is pretty high for both handler and the dog in Schutzhund. Okay, that's her last article. So when she puts her head down, you're going to click and move forward. And I'm just going so I can get you in it too. Okay, she has to put her head down. Her head's not down. Let her, don't be in too much of a hurry to click. Let that head down. Then click, like at least ask for a second, right? Because we're trying to teach her, you got to keep that head down. Perfect. Awesome. And you can tell her she's good.
Girl.
And she's going to get the rest of her food here. So you can kneel down and pet her. That's the end of the truck. You can tell her how good she is. No, tell her to plutz. It's done.
Plutz.
So she knows this thing that, you know, that game we did with Gent with the article. Take your article. Just pick up an article. Okay, just throw it out. Show her. Actually, no, get it off the track because she's still thinking tracking, okay? So come over here, just throw it. Anywhere. Just throw it. Throw it down. Stand on her line. Stand on her line. Okay, now just drop it. Okay, what are we asking for?
Her head down.
Yeah, so don't move. Don't move. And we want that between her legs. So well, she's not supposed to do that. But So she's the same thing. So this, she'd never do that with me, but I want her other paw on the other side. See? So you see, she's, she thinks she can do anything with you. Oh, that's not Jane on handling me. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. I can get real comfortable.
Yeah. But try and get that food. She's got to look and put her head down. I want her to look at that article. She has to look at that article. Okay? She has to look at it. Perfect. The head has to be down. And your hand can't move. If your hand moves, she's going to see it, which will cause her head to come up because she's going to look at you, right?
Yes.
So your hand has to be motionless. And she has to have her chin on the ground before you drop the food. So you're a little bit too fast dropping the food.
Fast?
Yeah, let her put her chin on the ground. Yes. Like that. Okay? Do you see what I'm trying to get? You want her to be concentrating on that article, not looking at your hand or thinking of anything. Yes. Do you see that?
Yes.
Where she right there, she thought, "Oh, I got to look at that." See, she's getting it. So this dog, she hardly gets to go tracking. She gets to go tracking every Sunday with either Carla or Diana handling her. Good job. And then it'll just make it easier for them with their dogs. So don't move. Let her put that article between her legs. See? Very nice. So, perfect. She's got to put her head down on it. Good. Yes. Do you see that? Awesome. So we have been 17 and a half minutes. That's a long time.
Oh, wow.
For this track, yeah. And she's still interested.
Yes.
Still wants to do it. So Cinder's an awesome tracker.
Girl. Yes.
So Ice was FH2, and she is just as good a tracker as he was. So I really think that nose is genetic. Okay, she's done. So you can just pet her and tell her she's good. We're done.
Yes.
Okay, good girl. There.
Good girl.
She wants to keep going. She's got a lot of drive. Can you see that?
Yeah.
She just doesn't stop. Yeah, do you, little girl?
Good pup.
Yes.
You are. Yes,
Yes,
you
good
are.
girl.
Okay.
Okay.
You're a leaner.
Okay, she's done.
Okay.